welcome back to my channel. Super glad you're here. Today, by the title, you can tell that we're going to be tracking my calories as an intuitive eater. As some of you may know, I used to be a competitive bodybuilder and I trained for shows and stuff, so I'm quite used to tracking calories and knowing like exact grams and measurements and everything like that, and I think I probably still have it up here. I've been intuitive eating for I think since like April, and I mean I always went in spurts kind of in between where that is what I would do as well, but I was training for a show before I kind of got sick and had to back out, and now I've been intuitive eating. So I haven't tracked my calories in months and I'm kind of curious to see whereabouts I'm at right now. So that's what's going on in this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If tracking calories is something that kind of triggers you, probably don't continue watching this, but do know that this is nothing new to me. I coach people on how to do this and I'm really well rehearsed. Anything that I do today is not going to harm my body, and if you did try to take a little bit of inspiration from here, it probably wouldn't harm yours, but do know that every body is different and we all need different types of macronutrients in our bodies and vitamins and minerals. You know, we're all different, and that's kind of what is so cool about life. But anyway, starting my morning off with veggie grains. Even competing, I would never track this. It's just really good for my body. It's very low calorie and it's just giving me stuff that I should get from my food anyway. So I don't believe that that's necessary to track. So there's veggie greens, glutamine, and apple cider vinegar in here. Great way to kickstart your digestion for the day. And that's what we're doing. Now let's make some breakfast. All right, so this morning we're gonna have some classic avocado toast, but with a twist because it's on a bagel. So we're starting off with some organic mushrooms. I like to chop them into pieces here. So alongside showing you what I'm eating and the calories that are in these foods, I'm also going to be telling you some of the reasons and facts that I do eat these foods. Even though some things are higher in fats than others, there's certain reasons why we want to eat those foods, because they're healthy fats, right? And they keep us full and satiated, and they replenish stores in our body that we need. I'm gonna be using some egg whites here, and the reason I choose egg whites is because I already know I'm gonna be having avocado with this meal, which is high in fat, but it's a good healthy fat. Therefore, I don't want to use the egg yolks because then I'm just kind of doubling up on my fat. And fun fact, I also don't love regular scrambled eggs. I think I've just gotten so used to egg whites that that's what I prefer now. So I have this big, beautiful everything bagel made from the co-op in-house. But if we compared that to a bagel from like Country Harvest, you can see that it's quite a bit bigger. So the macros on it, even without looking at it on here, I know that they're gonna be more. This one is about 35, I believe. Nope, 41. Some of them are 35. And this one is over 60, but it's a lot bigger. So I think when some people do these videos, they do estimates rather than actually looking at the calories on the bag. And sometimes there are way less calories and sometimes there are way more calories than what we actually believe are in something. So that's why it's really important to learn how to read nutrition labels. Now we're going to measure our avocado. So I zero out my scale, put it on there. So we'll say I'm gonna use about 53 grams. You'll see I added in a little bit more there. So we're at 60. Lemon juice, which is key to avocado toast, also calorie-free. Everything but the bagel seasoning, because the seasoning on the bagels isn't enough apparently, and I also wouldn't count the calories for this. And then the egg white mixture, which is 3/4 of a cup, and then I would count all the veggies as well. Thankfully, sriracha is also calorie-free. So not the prettiest, but it is one of my favorite meals, and I know it's lots of people's favorite meals. I'm gonna calculate the calories, post them all right here, and that's gonna be breakfast. This one's gross to try. Alright, just got home from the gym. I had half of this kind of before the gym, and then I've been snacking on it afterwards. It is 150 calories. If you watched a previous video, I know I like really came down on the chocolate caramel one. It sucked. I really like the double chocolate one though, actually. This is like my 4th one I've bought, and I think. And the macros on this are actually unreal. There's only 3.5 fat, and lots of protein bars have sneaky amounts of fat in them. I feel like that's always something you need to watch. 17 carbs, 15 protein. So it's actually like a really solid protein bar, I would say. It's like a chocolate Rice Krispie bar. So I'm gonna eat this while I make a proper meal. It's 4 o'clock. Need a proper meal. It's also creatine time. I don't actually drink my EAAs at the gym anymore, unless sometimes I will if I'm like hungry going to the gym, but that usually doesn't happen. Anyway, I just use a little bit of it to mix with my creatine so it doesn't taste so shitty. Going to use a third of a block of tofu. I already used a third yesterday. That will be my protein along with some white cannellini beans. All right, nice big bowl of romaine, a little bit of shredded cabbage, carrots, and spinach. Gonna add in these veggies as well. Have some cooked, I think you say ferric, I hope. It looks like freaky or frique. So I just warmed that up on the stove. Going to add in some pickled turnip. It says per 34 grams is 2 carbs. There, 34. Half a tablespoon of hemp starch. We're gonna measure out, I think like 15 grams. Cranberries, 10 grams of cranberries. And then you had to have seen this coming. Tahini dressing. There she is. What a beautiful bowl. Can't wait to eat. So eating this, it's amazing. And just totaled up my calories. So it's 621 calories, 69 grams of carbs, 24 grams of fat, and 35 grams of protein. Really big meal, but it's 4:45 and this is only really my second meal. I had that little protein bar and you know, I'm hungry. And this keeps me full for a long time. I love it. I don't want to make anyone have a bad outlook on food because somebody might look at this and be like, oh, salad, that's healthy. And then somebody else might hear those macros and calories and be like, oh my God, that's a salad. How is there over 600 calories in it? But when you look at the ingredients in here, there's no like hidden fats or sugars and stuff. Like obviously tahini is a fat. It has to be sweetened with a little bit of honey. There's tofu and beans and complex carbs and an assortment of veggies. Like it is still good for you. Things that are good for you can still have calories in them. If you take anything away from this video, please remember that. Just because there's calories in it doesn't mean it's bad for you. Calories are good. Our body needs energy to run and work out and get us through the day and go for our walks and handle stress. We need that energy. So there you go. I feel like this is such a basic full day of eating, but I'm having a medium-sized pink lady apple and like that's just what I like to eat.
I like the bed to myself. Nobody stealing covers. I like to drink to myself. So I'ma have another no. I don't need a hand to hold tight. Don't need a love that's all mine. But sometimes I just want somebody to talk to. Someone that's on my mind. I want something that's all cool and it don't waste my time. Yeah, I just want somebody.
Alright, very excited for this. It's kind of a weird combination of a lot of stuff. Probably would be a little bit more likely to be seen with rice, but this is what we got. That salmon. It almost looks burnt, but I love when it gets like that crispy. So good. I'll post the macros on the screen right there and I'm going to enjoy. Okay, finished my meal. There's like a few little noodles left in there. I just don't really want them because there's no sauciness on them. So, total out my food for the day. We ended at 132 protein, 212 grams of carbs, and 64 grams of fat, all equaling 1,958 calories. Honestly, that doesn't surprise me at all. That's kind of exactly where my maintenance is at. So my fiber is at 45, which is good. I would honestly almost not want to go lower for a girl. Boys don't need as much. My saturated fats are only at 9, which is really good. All of my vitamins are in check. I'm on board for everything. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Don't believe I'll eat anymore. It's 8:45, so I usually don't eat. If I have a little snack, it'll be a little snack and I'll include a little clip if you really want at the end here. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two, and just know that like our bodies all need different things. You should eat when you're hungry. You don't need to wait until you're starving or anything to eat a meal. You need what you need, and depriving yourself is often more harmful than just eating what you're desiring. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoy being here. I'd love to have you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.